Today we are going to make raspberry ice cream, dairy and gluten-free. First, you have to measure out everything. And as always, in gluten-free and dairy-free baking and cooking in general, you have to be precise, especially in baking. So please try to stick to the recipe I give to you. If your ice cream machine has a bigger quantity that it can take in, you obviously can double the recipe, double the amounts I'm using from everything, or you can make half of the portion also. That works fine. I want to talk about this double cream option. This is a dairy-free double cream I live in the UK, so it is available in this country and all over Europe, as far as I know. At least it is available in Hungary. You can use it for cakes, pies, ice cream, everything. It's really good to whipping up for cream, although it doesn't hold as firmly as normal double cream with dairy in it would. So you need to use some tricks on that part, but I will teach you that when we are making a cake using this cream. If you don't have any sort of double cream substitute in your country, you still can make sorbets. Works similarly than ice creams. You can even scoop them out. You just don't use any sort of cream in your mixture, but it works still fine. I will make another video about sorbets also. So for this version, I'm going to use these double cream substitutes. I will show you a close-up photo. I'll try to show it in the video. It's made from coconuts, but it doesn't taste at all coconutty, and you won't taste it at all in the final product. So let's start. You don't need many things, only sugar, cornstarch, egg yolks, double cream substitute, and the fruit. I'm using fresh raspberries, but you can use frozen raspberries also. And some water, of course. Let's start measuring out everything. I'm using cornstarch, but you can use like tapioca starch, so it doesn't matter. The only thing is that don't use whole flours at all, just starch. And you don't need much at all. If you use too much, the ice cream going to be too thick and hard. But you definitely need some. Now I measured out everything, even the raspberries. Before we can cook the ice cream, the base of the ice cream, first we have to blend the raspberries, then sieve it to get out the seeds, because raspberries has big seeds and we don't want them in the ice cream. I blended the raspberries, then sieved the seeds out. So now I have to measure the whole liquid content should be 350 grams. So I have to weigh the raspberry juice plus some water, but the two together should be 350. So let's weigh them. Okay, so the raspberry base is ready. I have to wait until it cools down, then I can add the double cream substitute, stir it, then put it in the ice cream machine. Now I'm going to weigh out everything for the vanilla ice cream, because I'm doing both of them. So let's bring the camera a little bit closer and you will see what I'm doing. If you don't have a vanilla pod, you could use a good quality vanilla paste. The water is inside, 330 milliliters or 330 grams. I add a pinch of salt, 4 egg yolks, but these are medium-sized egg yolks. If you have large eggs, then use 3 of them. Add the sugar and the vanilla beans. Add the 5 grams of cornstarch. Stir everything thoroughly until you can't see lumps of the cornstarch at all. Keep stirring it. You have to make sure you stir it all the time. Otherwise you would end up with scrambled eggs. You don't want that. Scrambled eggs with some butter and sugar. You don't want that. So just stir until it gets thickened. It won't be a very thick consistency, but you can feel it as you move it around that it will thicken up. Once it thickened up, I'm going to remove the vanilla pods from it, put it in another glass dish like this one, and let it cool down also. Then after a couple of hours I will come back, I will add the double cream substitute, and then I will put in the ice cream machine. It takes roughly 60 minutes for the machine to create the ice cream. Once it's ready, I will put it in a plastic tub and stick it in the freezer for overnight. And tomorrow I will put them in little glass dishes and take photos for you. Also show it in the video, then we can have them. I really like the raspberry and the vanilla ice cream. Those are my ultimate favorite ones. I have a few others that I like. I like the chocolate very much also. Probably that's going to be the next video, or the sorbet, lemon sorbet, maybe watermelon sorbet. We will see. I'm not sure yet. You could make a comment what sort of ice cream or sorbet you would like to see next time. That would be great. I really would appreciate if you would make any comment for me, just for me to see whether it's worth my time to do these videos and talking. If it's just for my children, basically, I don't have to talk about a lot of things because they already know that. But with this video, I really hope I can help you also to start this journey, gluten and dairy-free cooking and baking. I know it can be very daunting, and it is a very sad moment usually when you are told have to keep this diet. That's not a nice feeling. You already know how gluten-free food and dairy food taste, and you're probably going to miss a lot of things, and you have to sacrifice and just don't have them. Even going to restaurants is really difficult. They sometimes say, yes, we have gluten-free, dairy-free option, but then many times they just don't know what they talk about. They have no idea about cross-contamination. and sometimes they don't even know what food can contain gluten. They don't know. Like, I went into a restaurant, a Chinese restaurant, and I asked gluten-free food. I double-checked with the waiter, and he said that yes, it's definitely gluten-free. Then I got the food and it looked so gluttony, I just couldn't imagine it was gluten-free. So I double-checked again, and she said, yes, it doesn't have corn in it. It's just wheat, so you can eat. It's gluten-free. Yeah, so, and you just can't, ask all the time the waiters, are you sure, are you sure, are you sure? Do you know exactly what gluten is and what food can contain gluten? You just can't do that. That's embarrassing. So I just rather not eating in a restaurant at all if I can help it. It would be nice, but I just don't dare to risk it. I was sick many times after I was eating out, and it's a lot of pain. I don't want to risk it anymore. That's the thing. Especially as with time, you are going to get better with baking and cooking gluten and dairy free, and you will start enjoying your own food without all the additional ingredients from the shops, with all the chemicals. At least with home cooking and baking, you know what you put in the food. Gosh, I really hope you can hear what I'm saying. I'm making a lot of noise. Sorry, I have to carry on. I have to move it. Yeah, I'm going to get dizzy soon. What we do and what we don't do. No, I actually do a lot to please the kids. And for me too. But that's another thing. If you like cooking and baking, it's so difficult after a certain age, like about 45, not get fat. I'm struggling with that. It's not easy. How can I diet or starve when I'm cooking and baking nice things? But I have to do that because the kids asking for it, so I have to do that. It's difficult. I hope you can relate. I'm not alone at this. Okay. It is thickening, but very slowly. I'm going to make sure I won't take it off from the stove until it is ready. I don't want to end up with diarrhea from the chicken eggs. They can carry so many pathogens, basically. They are not not fertilized, how they say it? Sterilized, that's the word. They are not sterilized eggs. So I have to sterilize them manually on the stove. But that's fine. Yeah. Temptation is big to just turn off a little bit the heat to make it quicker, but I know how I will end up with scrambled eggs. Nope, I won't do that. I just keep stirring. Nice, thickening now, okay. We got to the point, fine. So after it thickens up a little bit, you still have to keep stirring, at least 2 more minutes, but I would rather suggest 5, just to make sure that the raw eggs are sterilized. I keep looking at my phone screen, and I keep forgetting that's not where the camera is. The camera is on the top. I keep looking at the screen. I hope you won't think that my eyes are like this. Sorry. What a journey I'm on. I literally have to learn everything, how to film myself, how to set up a tripod, a microphone, and even putting a whole table, disassemble a whole table in the middle of the kitchen, because the window is there and the stove is here. So if I want to cook anything here, you wouldn't see a thing. The light has to come to my face and to the table to be able to see anything what I'm doing. It's not ideal setup, and this kitchen is also very small, but hey, it works so far. Okay, I would call it ready. Turn off the heat. Remove the pan from the heat. I will add some extra vanilla paste because I like it very vanilla, if that's the word. Okay. It's in, stir it quickly. Pour everything in. And that was all for now. Let it cool down, both of them, then I will come back. Finally, I'm back to continue the video. It went dark outside, but I turned on the lights. So, the raspberry base and the vanilla base is done. Cooled down, I mean. So now I have to add the double cream substitute. This is what I use, but you can use any sort of dairy-free double cream substitute. It can be coconut, anything that you feel confident to use. I like this brand because it doesn't taste coconut. It almost tastes like a normal double cream and almost behaves like normal double cream. So I'm going to use this one. Then I will put everything in my ice cream machine. Both lots will go separately, obviously, and each of them takes 60 minutes to churn. Then I will put the ice cream in nice tubs. This is leak-proof tub that I can put in the fridge with no problems whatsoever. Won't get any smell in it or anything else. Okay, let's do it. So this is my ice cream machine. I love this machine. It was a good price. I think it was a Black Friday deal on Amazon, almost half price. But in normal price itself, it is not a too expensive machine compared with the others. Obviously, compared with the others that have a built-in freezer inside. Because you see, when you buy an ice cream machine, don't make my mistake I did before. I bought an ice cream machine. I could see it had an engine in it, so I was sure it's going to freeze everything for me, of course, but it didn't. All it had was a bucket a lot bigger than this one with a double wall, probably a jelly or something like that inside in it, and I had to stick it in the freezer overnight before I could make the ice cream. And on top of that, it was hot and summer, as hot as it gets in England, and by the time the liquid should have been frozen, like the liquid should have been frozen, it just didn't, because the temperatures just evened out and the out layer wasn't that cold anymore, so it just couldn't make it more cold, and it couldn't get to the stage when it was actually frozen. So it was a bad purchase, although that wasn't cheap. But this machine, it has a built-in freezer in it, so it can go without any problem for 60 minutes. You don't need to put the bucket in the freezer previously for a whole night. And if you find that your ice cream is still not firmly frozen yet, you just start a new cycle, and that's all. So this is absolutely a lifesaver for someone who loves ice cream in summer, and I highly recommend to buy this little machine. It's really good. The only thing you have to be aware of when you buy a new machine, you just have to let it sit on the countertop or any surface for 24 hours before the first use. Otherwise you can ruin the engine in it or something in it. It says on the label, so read the manufacturer leaflet it comes with. So this is how it looks like. It has an attachment, the engine that turns it, and the whole freezer section will froze the outer layer of the bucket. The bucket, if it's removable, you can wash it, you can clean it. You can't put it in the dishwasher, but it's so easy to rinse it with your hands. It's not a problem. It has a feeding hole on the top, and also this top part can be taken apart also and just clean it properly. That's not a problem. "60 minutes for me is enough because it's not very runny, so I think it should be enough. But it's not, I still can add on in the end." I'm back again. The ice creams are ready. Look, they are really delicious. I tried them before I put them in the freezer last night, and they are really good. Now I have to leave the tubs outside of the freezer for 5 to 10 minutes just to soften up a little bit the ice cream. Otherwise it will be too hard to scoop it up or scoop out nicely, because our freezer is really cold. If you find yourself struggling scooping the ice cream, you just have to leave it outside for a few minutes. You see, that's the difference between a homemade ice cream and the ice cream you can buy in the shops. They use a lot of chemicals in them that may basically foam up the whole ingredients. That's why you end up with a huge tub of ice cream which weighs almost nothing, not much at all, because it's very fluffy, but it is fluffy because of a chemical in it. I worked in an ice cream shop and I know exactly what sort of things they are putting in. You don't really want to eat that, especially not for many times. And that's why it is also cheaper. Big tubs, that's a good indication. If you buy ice cream in the shops, the cheaper it is, the more harmful things are in it. So just stay away from the very cheap things, because they might taste nice from a lot of flavors and aromas in it, but it is not natural and it is not good for your gut system. If you have dairy and gluten allergy already, you have to be really conscious about what you are eating, what you put in, because your body clearly can't handle well a lot of allergens, and you don't want to just accumulate more and more and more. So I highly suggest cook your own ice cream, because at least you would know what is in it, and it not just tastes better but feels better to know that you don't feed chemicals to your children or yourself. And yeah, that's why I'm making them. And dairy-free ice creams in the shops, they are not nice. They are not nice, but these are. Trust me, try them. You won't regret it. Try them. I'm going to make other videos later on with chocolate ice cream also, and watermelon and lemon sorbet. That's for sure. Maybe I'm going to make some ice cream with sour cherries also, because I love sour cherries, or pistachio, caramel, coffee. We can make all sorts of ice cream. If you have any idea, or if you want me to create another video with different flavored ice cream, then just please let me know in the comment and I'm going to make that video for you. Okay, so I will come back in a couple of minutes and I will scoop it out, sorry. And that's it for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope you give it a go and a try. Thank you. See you next time.